is going on? Y'all, remember Kim Porter's book? Remember the one Albie Shore was like, this is lies. Quincy was like, how dare you? Everybody was like, respect our mom's memory. And by the way, no foul play took place. Okay. But do you know that the author had always come out and always said, yo, I took a little artistic liberty, but they're 100% Kim's words. I remember doing a live where somebody close to me had been like, yo, it sounded so much like her. Now, of course, I don't know Kim Porter, but they had actually talked to her and they said it sounded so much like her. Again, there was 20 on 10, but sometimes you really heard her talking. It was the way she formed words. I said, okay, but Albie Shore and her family's coming out saying it's all literally lies. Well, did you know that the author of the Kim Porter book on Amazon has been low-key vindicated? One, that mug is still up on Amazon and it's still for sale. But do you know what got vindicated? And you know who vindicated that book is actually being authentic or at least based in reality? Well, there's a gentleman who we hope to have on the show that says that he has a whole uninterrupted, unabridged version. But it goes deeper than that. His lawyer also says they have the uninterrupted, unabridged version. But y'all, it goes even deeper than that. Because you know who is low-key verifying that they think that is an authentic version of Kim's thoughts? With, of course, 20 added on 10. The federal government. Do you know that the lawyer, Ariel, I believe her name's Winter, is saying, we're going to double check that, is saying that they were invited not even invited, demanded to come talk in front of a federal jury. And they are saying that they turned over Kim Porter's book and they are saying that they are going to release the complete book. And then, they did a press show with TMZ. When TMZ was like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, what do you think about what her friend said? He came out flat out of his mouth and said, they need, you know what? Actually, I don't even want to repeat that. Listen to what this mofo just said. Hold on, y'all.
We're trying to just go to discuss that now, what we will be able to talk to in terms of what was available and what was on those flash drives.
Okay.
But it was the book,
so it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
It's hers. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Yes. Nobody.
And no one touched
Nobody altered it. Nothing.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before. No.
No.
It's two different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't.
It was a derivative work.
It was edited. The only way the family say that is because I forgot his name. Albie Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, how they know? A lot of stuff their mother did, they didn't know. And I like to say apologize to the mother and the family.
No, we're trying to.
And the family for the picture being on front of it.
Right.
You understand? I didn't put it there.
Right.
So, they got to worry about bigger things.
Right.
Than what her diary was. You understand?
Right.
They should have started worrying when he was beating her.
Right.
When you start worrying about your mother after the fact.
Right. So, the book, do you think it'll ever be open to the public or after this or?
That'll be the next thing. I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow, so the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon, the actual unedited version. We'll be putting that out soon.
So, I'm wondering, do you own the rights, I guess, or how does that work?
I guess the own rights was given to me, right?
Okay.
And the family for the picture.
Yeah, somebody got some explaining to do. And it ain't Albie Shore. I will say this. Albie Shore always said he believed that some of the book was true. He just believed the part about him and Diddy being closer than friends was nothing but fabricated BS. He actually said that he believes that it was a PR agent or a PR team that not only helped him write this, but also went out of their way to make him look bad. Y'all, at this point, is anybody on Diddy's side or anybody with Diddy defending him have an ounce of integrity? Now, here's the thing I want to put out there. This gentleman could be lying. However, would he be lying to the feds? He got a lawyer with him too. The author of the book always said, yeah, it's legit. And nothing, even with the rumors, nothing got pulled down from Amazon. They said they were sending them a cease and desist, but a cease and desist never happened. To my knowledge, maybe Albie Shore sent one, but I don't know if they were able to pull that down. So let's get into this because, baby, somebody lying. And all I know is the feds really doing it? Now, let's first go into what Kim's kids said. Because at this point, Diddy's team, and by that I mean the Baby Oil Bandits, Quincy, Christian, Justin, everybody, that was saying, this, that, and the third. This gives me the vibes of Diddy being like, enough is enough. When he tried to shut down the rumors of what happened between him and Cassie before that video that the feds are highly implying Diddy might have leaked actually came forward. Now, I heard some people saying Cassie might have been the one with the video. To which I said, why would Cassie leak that video about herself? She had nothing to gain at all. Anyway, remember this, Sean Diddy Combs and Kim Porter's children shut down untrue claims that she wrote a book before her death in 2018. So this was Quincy, Christian, and the twins. They said, claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. Now, I remember at that time, saying, so y'all was dragging me. Oh, the kids said. I said, yeah, but you got to read in between the lines. Because the kids said, saying she wrote a book is untrue. But anybody that's a writer knows that there are the brainstorming, there's the manuscript, there's the transcript. There's a lot of things that happen before it is finally edited and becomes a book. So to me, it seemed like they were really, really, really playing semantics. But let's get into this statement because it's giving their fathers, it's giving the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's giving somebody's lying. And the fact that the Fed subpoenaed that, y'all, the author of Kim Porter's book has been vindicated. And at the end of the day, can we believe a word that comes out of anybody's mouth that actually supports Diddy? Listen to what they said. This was posted by Quincy and the Combs twins. We have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship. However, they didn't go out their way to say that that all the rumors were false, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Now, I broke this down like months ago, but again, y'all have me. Okay, what y'all got to say? Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. How can they say that when the feds actually subpoenaed a copy of the book and they plan on releasing the real book? And he got things to say, saying y'all all saw it happen and ain't do nothing. Now, that was a little bit unfair because, like, what you want kids to do, like, at the end of the day. But I think maybe what he's trying to say is they were so conditioned into whatever they saw that they look at that as normal par for the course. She did not. Again, a book is a completed thing. But did she have the draft? Did she have the edits? Because they're claiming it has it. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. Not lying, but misrepresenting. I broke this down, but now looking back, it even seems more that y'all playing in people's faces with the gray area. And as much as people want to be like, oh my God, Quincy's going to save the family. Maybe he will, maybe not. But I'll tell you what, Quincy is doing everything he can to make sure that Sean Combs, the father that raised him, goes free. Do with that what you will. Additionally, please understand that any so-called friend speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interest at heart. I assume he was referring to his actual biological father, Albie Shore. Our lives were shattered when we lost our mother. Okay. She was our world and nothing has been the same since she passed. While it's been incredibly difficult to reconcile how she could be taken from us too soon, the cause of her death has long been established. There was no foul play. Grief is a lifelong process, and we ask that everyone respect our request for peace as we continue to cope with her loss every day. Again, Albie Shore actually did an open posting to the government demanding that they investigate Kim's death. Quincy and them posted them as a direct response saying, we don't want anybody to investigate our mother's passing. Her cause of death has been long established, and there was no foul play, basically meaning that their dad's innocent. We are deeply saddened that the world has made a spectacle of what has been the most tragic event of our lives. Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories. Fair enough point. We ask that everyone please respect our mother, Kim Porter, and hold her legacy in high regard so that she may rest in peace in what she deserves. We love you and miss you, Mama. Quincy, Christian, Jesse, and Delilah. Okay, so this whole thing of the book not existing, this whole thing of that nobody has it, this whole thing that everybody is a liar and nobody holds the truth to them. Well, it sounds like if these people are telling the truth and they went in front of a grand jury, that the Combses got caught in a lie. It sounds like the apple don't fall far from the tree, and Diddy is a whole rotten orchard fertilizing apples, poison apples everywhere he goes. Again, you look at the baby oil bandits trying to jump Ray J this weekend. You look at them basically being caught in a bold-faced lie. You look at the way they played in our faces, and you look at the fact that, listen, this man could be playing in our face too. But I don't think anybody's dumb enough to play in the federal government's face. But then again, their daddy played in their faces. Diddy played in their faces. But look where Diddy at now. So I go back to saying, I don't think anybody's dumb enough to play in the federal government's face, right? Again, Albie Shore called for a thorough investigation into a book purporting to contain diary entries penned by his late ex-wife, Kim Porter, that he alleges are fake. He said, I'm writing this post to formally request an investigation into an entire group of individuals who worked at or around Kim Porter's residence. Now, this brings me to my point. How did this man come into possession of it? Did he work at or around? They all seem, Al sent a cease and desist over to Kim Porter book writer, but I don't think they pulled the book down. Remember when I said y'all gotta watch those cease and desists? They get handed out like a candy. But what actually happened? Listen to this. He called Kim's book fictitious and requested an investigation. Not pure lies, but fictitious. He said, for over a decade and a half, I've been posted about and tagging random law enforcement agencies in hopes to protect loved ones, avoid deaths and tragedies that could have all been avoided. Despite this, I've been ignored, ridiculed. I mean, real talk, I ridiculed him. And medically science to cover up these crimes you're now aware of by a very aggressive PR team and costly campaign to silence and physically harm me for exposing. Again, you guys, this is a mess. I will say one thing. Albie Shore never said the book was fake. He said the part about him and Diddy was fake. And I remember saying that. And I remember people trying to drag me over it. And now I can say I told y'all so. But I'll tell you one thing. Quincy and them have something to explain because they sat up there and told us that book didn't exist. They told us she wasn't working on it. Kim's best friend came out and said she wasn't writing nothing. So what did the feds have? What did they request? What did they subpoena? Again, somebody lying. And I don't think it's the federal government. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.